The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Okay. Look, y'all, I'm sorry. I was a little caught up. We got a little something new going on. Look, everybody, it is me, Titan Capri. Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, everybody, welcome to season 2 of The Thought to Ponder. Yes, I said season 2. 2021 is gone. 2022 is here, and it's season 2. You got it? 2022, season 2. Y'all come on in and let me know that you're in. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know that you're in the building. Over here at TikTok, tap the middle of the screen. Let me know that you're in. You know what, everybody? It's Monday. It's time to talk to me. It's time to... Wait. What's going on up here? I got a little white... What's happening up here? You know what? I don't even care. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have y'all drinks with you. It's time to take a sip. Y'all know how we take a sip? Do y'all know how we take? This is how we take a sip. Come on. Now look, babies, that's a sip for you right there. If you ever had one, you never had one. Let me tell you what a sip is. That right there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am Titan Capri, and I'm here with your thought, and I'm in season 2, and I'm so happy that you all have come back to see me, to be with me, to be around me, and all that good stuff, and I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, right? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor. Give me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Y'all come talk to me. Y'all know I like to talk. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are in our second week of 2022. We're going on. Next is Martin Luther King's birthday. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, this 2022 is kicking off and it is rolling. Now, some of y'all might still be stuck in 2021, right? So what I want you to do tonight, the thought tonight is dealing with it so you can move on. Some of y'all might not like what I have to say tonight, but I'm telling you, you got to deal with it so you can move on. Sweeping it under the rug is not going to work. You're going to have to deal with it. But we're going to get into that in just a moment, okay? Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a breath because we need to breathe. Let's take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important. How many of you know your breath is important? How many of you know your breath is important? If you know your breath is important, then hey, come on with it, right? Come on with it. So I've seen some people say they're trying to get in, they coming in because they want to get in with the breath. I'm going to hold off for just a minute because I want them to get that breath too. I want them to make sure that they in, that they got it. Okay. I see y'all coming. I see y'all coming. All right. Make sure you in. Make sure you own it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to tell you about the breath and why the breath is so important. For those of you who may not have been a part of the Thought to Ponder before, but you're on the Thought to Ponder now, I appreciate you and I love you for it. But what we do here at the Thought to Ponder, we take 3 breaths, right? And on the first breath, I will count it out. It's at a slower 5 pace. On the second breath, I won't count, but I'll move my hands so that you know what the pace is. And on the third breath, what we like to do is to take it in, and then we like to blow it out and make some noise. Now, here at the Thought to Ponder, we believe that if you take a moment and acknowledge your breath, right? Acknowledge that your breath is important, you are able to go ahead and release and let go. Change the atmosphere and do some things. Okay, Jennifer, I see you in there. I see you. Yes, come on. We about to breathe, baby. We about to breathe. Come on. We want to blow 2021 out. Okay. And we want to take in 2022. She said, yes, I missed this so much. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate you on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do, I'm going to count to 3. And on that third, when I count to 3, we're going to take that deep breath in. Now, what I want you to do is to move your shoulders for me just a little bit. Come on. Come on. Y'all know Tina Turner? Rolling. Okay. Then I want you to take those shoulders and push them back and open that chest up. Open that chest up, right? Because that's where your breath comes from, in your lungs, in the area where your heart is, right? Your lungs are encased right here in your chest. So open that chest up. Y'all ready? On the count of 3, we're going to take that breath. She said she gonna twerk too. You know what? Look here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm all for it. If you gotta twerk while you're breathing, then you twerk. However you gotta do it. But you take that breath though. Okay, Jennifer, I'm watching you. Don't twerk too hard. You might throw something out of place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Y'all see? Take those shoulders, move those shoulders. Take those shoulders back and open that chest up. Y'all with me? All right. On the count of 3, we're going to take that breath. And this breath, I'm not counting, but we're going to take that breath together still. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Y'all should feel a little warm and fuzzy. Yes, feel a little warm and fuzzy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the last one. And this breath right here is going to be a cumulative of both of the breaths you took before, right? On this one, I want you to take the breath in, but when you take it in, I want you to think about what that thing is that's different, that's not good, that makes you feel some kind of way. And I want you to take it in, and I want you to blow it out to the furthest reaches of the universe or to the deepest part of the ocean. Y'all know how far that is? Y'all blow it out like that so it has no way to come back to you like that. Y'all feel me? All right. And when you do that, I want you to make some noise. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're at a library, if you're at work and you make some noise and they bring around a box and tap you on the shoulder and tell you to get out, we're not responsible. We're not responsible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go with it. On the count of 3. Now, remember, we're going to make some noise, whatever that noise may be. Sometimes it got to be your inside voice. Okay. Y'all ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And woo. Y'all know it. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all caught that breath, if y'all came through with that breath, right, I want you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I want you to hit them hearts. Let me know that you're in there. TikTok. Let me know that you're in there as well. If you can hear me, if you can see me, if you're viewing me, come on, come through. Come through. What you doing? Where you at? 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 Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know we like to clear the space, right? Y'all know we like to clear the space, but we also like to groove. I'm a lover of music. I'm a lover of beats and all those kind of things. So, you know, I like to groove. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all ready? Look, I'm just trying to understand. If you with me, then you with me. Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure. Just try. I'm just trying to make sure that y'all are good, right? Because if y'all good, then y'all good. All right, let me do this right here real quick. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. What we doing? All right, all right. I see y'all. I see y'all coming in. I see y'all coming. Okay, okay. Yes. All right. All right. So we're gonna move on. I thank you. Thank y'all for coming in. Ooh, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's groove. Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. Pa da 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 pa da 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 pa da 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 da. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. Right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have a little fun with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the day may have been long, the day may have been a little crazy, but sometimes you got to take a moment and breathe and then groove. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Hey, everybody. It is 2022. It is my first official episode of, and she's twerking. Okay. Yes, you better twerk, then. I'm not mad at you. Twerk. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see me, if you can hear me, and however you're getting me right now, go ahead on and tap those thumbs up and tap those hard TikTok. Tap the middle of that screen over there and let me know that you're in. Y'all come on in. Come and talk to me. Tonight, baby, we got people twerking and everything. I'm loving all this. I'm loving all this. So welcome to season 2 of The Thought to Ponder. I'm loving y'all. I'm already feeling the energy. This is great. This is great. Y'all keep on coming. Y'all keep on coming. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into the topic tonight. And the topic tonight that we are going to discuss is dealing with it so you can move on. Dealing with it so you can move on. That's what we're talking about tonight. The thought is dealing with it so you can move on. That's it. Y'all go ahead on and tap. Come on. Yes, show me those thumbs up. Show me those hearts. Y'all tap the middle of that screen over there, TikTok. I see y'all. I see y'all. Come on, tap, 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 tap. Yes. Look, ladies and gentlemen, deal with it so you can move on. That's it. So I'm going to let that marinate just for a second. Deal with it so you can move on. Right? Deal with it so you can move on. I want to say it one more time. Deal with it so you can move on. That part. Ladies and gentlemen, what we do is that we hold on to things, right? We hold on to things that sometimes we should have let go a long time ago. Now, I had a conversation today. Y'all know I like having conversations. Y'all know I love having conversations. That's it. That's it, baby. Look, y'all know I'm a talker and I love having conversations. So I had a conversation with someone today. Hold on. I think these lights got me a little preparationist over here. All right. So in this conversation, I was talking with someone and they were telling me how this issue has been an issue for the last 5 years. And I said to them, how can it still be an issue for 5 years if you've dealt with it and you've moved on? Now, I'm no therapist, right? I don't have a license for this or that, but I know when I see things, you know what I'm saying? And so I was asking her not to like belittle or anything like that, but I was asking her, well, what's the deal? Well, what's the issue? So how did you deal with it? Oh, I just didn't talk about it no more. So it's done. Wait, what? Ladies and gentlemen, 2021 is over, right? 2021 is done. We are still dealing with ish in 2021 that we should not be dealing with in 2022. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you truly dealt with it, then it's over and it's done with. You should have closed the chapter on that book in 2021. But you can't close the chapter on the book in 2021 when you haven't even read the first chapter of the book. What you did was you opened the book and skipped to the end and you closed it. And you thought that closed the situation, the issue, the problem, the concern. So let me talk real quick. Let me take a sip because I want to be straightforward with y'all tonight. Hold on. And that's a sip. I don't care what nobody say. Hit the thought to ponder. That's a sip. That's a sip. All right, y'all. Look, I see y'all. Y'all come on. Show me those thumbs up. Show me those hearts. Hit the middle of that screen, TikTok. Let me know you're in here. This is what I want to say. There's no way for you to move on from something if you can't even talk about it. If you can't even call it by its name, if you can't even call it what it is, you have not moved on. All you've done is swept it under the rug and you keep tripping over it every time you walk through the front room. Now, I don't know who this is for tonight, whoever this is right here, boop, and right there, boop, and then it's also for me. There have been times that I have said that I was done with something. I didn't deal with it, so I couldn't move on. In my mind, I thought that I was moving on because I had dealt with it myself. I said I dealt with it, but I hadn't dealt with it. All I did was run from it. All I did was turn the corner and hope it wasn't following me around the corner. All I did was took a detour and hope it went the main road. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. I don't know who. Wait a minute. Who is that back there in the back? Whoever that is back there in the back, that's for you. You took the detour thinking that you were going to get rid of it, and it took the main road. But what you didn't understand was up a little bit further along the main road, there was a detour that took it right back around to you. You're not ready. You're not ready. Not for the night's topic. I told this young lady, I said, you cannot be done with it if it's weighing heavy on your mind like that. If it's weighing heavy on your heart, if it's physically draining you, you're not done with it. And, you know, somebody may sit here and say tonight, oh, Titan, you being straight. Well, that's kind of rude. But you have to know, we need to know the truth. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. You can only do that for so long. You feel me? You can only do it for so long. So I want to tell you tonight, deal with it so you can move on. We have all kind of traumas and issues and problems. Okay, he said, preach, tell it like it is. I'm trying to tell it like it is. I'm not trying to preach, but deal with it so you can move on. Deal with it so you can move on. There were things, and I'm not going to talk about anybody else in this moment. I'm going to talk about myself. There were things in my life that I had not dealt with at all. I thought I dealt with them because I left them in the past, quote unquote. I left them in the past, air quotations. I left them in the past, so I thought. But it wasn't until I was by myself and those four walls closed in and my mind got to racing and thinking, why do I act the way that I act? Why do I do the things that I do? Why? Because I haven't dealt with it. I haven't dealt with it so I can move on. You feel me? And a lot of people will sit here and say, oh, Titan, you talking all that noise, you saying this and that, but that really doesn't mean anything. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, it does. Think about the things you haven't dealt with right now, today. Where are you with them? Are you living a prosperous life? Do you have abundance of prosperity? Are you living a life where nothing bothers you? Are you living a life where you can stand up and be you 100%? Deal with it so you can move on. I had a conversation with a young man recently, and the young man is going to tell me that his lover basically is cheating on him all the time, but he can't let his lover go because his lover is the only person that understands him and that knows him. You know what I'm saying? Well, come on, Titan. Real self-reflection is not supposed to feel good. It's cleaning and reconstructing and growth. Okay. Real structure and growth. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. So basically, you have to understand it's a cleansing and a restructuring, and growth hurts. It hurts. Sometimes you got to look it right in the eye and call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. But this man said to me that he cannot let his lover go that has been cheating on him numerous times because he's the only one that understands him. You got to let that go. And I know it's hard. And I'm not saying it's easy like 1, 2, 3. It's easy like Sunday morning. I'm not saying it's like that. I'm saying that you're going to have to deal with some ish. You're going to have to deal with some problems. But here's the thing. When you deal with it so you can move on, your life is so much better. The air is cleaner. The weight has been lifted off of you. What is it that this guy gives you that you can't get from somebody else? What is it that this person gives you that you can't get from somebody else? That's the question. And please don't tell me something trivial, because everybody has, there are how many people on this earth? And this is the only one? This is the only person? So you're going to take up all of this trash this man is giving you because he's the only one that understands you? So you would rather be in a pile of sewage. You would rather be in a place where you can't see over the junk and the trash and the nastiness than to have a clean slate and to be able to make your own decisions and live your own life. Now it has become toxic. And this person is watching tonight, and I told them that I was going to speak on it. Now it has become toxic because now you're up all times of night wondering where they're at. Now you done been to the clinic I don't know how many times. Yes, I'm speaking truth tonight. And he's the only one that you're with. How is it that you've been to the clinic that many times and he's the only one that you're sleeping with? He bringing something into the house, bruh. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. I want to go back to the female that I was talking to. You can't change it if you don't even want to acknowledge that there's an issue or a problem. Deal with it so you can move on. You got to deal with it. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is the first thing that you need to do, right? This is the first thing that you need to do. Once again, I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a therapist. I am not there, but I have seen it with my own eyes. I've lived it in my own body, and I've understood it in my own heart and my soul and my spirit. Been there. The first thing you got to do is call it by its name. If it's a problem, then it's a problem. Call it a problem. If it's an issue, then it's an issue. Call it by its name. But where we get into the struggle of dealing with it so we can move on, we get into that struggle because we don't want to call it what it is. We are afraid. So as soon as we say it out of our mouths, it becomes real. And then you have to deal with it. So y'all didn't think I was going there. I know. Okay, that's it. Show me them thumbs up. Show me them hearts. I see y'all. Come on and tap that screen. TikTok. Come, tell me. Am I lying? Okay, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, we ain't got to play the game. But the first step is to call it by its name. You cannot loose these demons. You cannot let go of this trash. You cannot get to the other side until you call it by its name. And if it's cheating, if it's this, if it's that, then that's what you call it. Stop making excuses for it. Stop sitting up here saying, oh, that's what it is, or that don't mean nothing. No, that's what it is. Call it by its name, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot be sitting here saying to ourselves that we are the only reason these things are happening. I talked to this gentleman, and this gentleman said to me, he said, Titan, you don't understand. And I said, how many times you been to the clinic? Exactly. You know what, y'all, look, I got to take a pause for the call because this is what I'm saying. You want to sit up here and talk that noise and you want to pop off and act funny with everybody around you when this guy is standing here and 10 people in the same area that you're in at the event or at the gathering or at the party, then all talk to him. Everybody giving you eyes. Everybody giving you eyes. Why are they giving you eyes? Maybe they already know what's going on with you, but you don't know what's going on with yourself. Or you do know what's going on with yourself, but you don't want to acknowledge it. That's what it is. So let's call a spade a spade. You want to play the game. You want to turn the other cheek. You want to turn a blind eye. Well, you do that. But you don't have a right to complain about it because you already know what the deal is. You feel what I'm saying? Stop complaining about it and do something about it. If you already know what the deal is, then handle your business. But what are you complaining about now? Deal with it so you can move on. You were dealing with this in 2017. Here we are 5 years later, like Harvey. You got to deal with it so you can move on. Let me say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. You will never be one with yourself if you're holding on to this trash. You will never be one with your spirit or your mind, right? If you're holding on to this, okay? Somebody on TikTok said, I thought Maya Angelou was dead. Well, whatever you want to call it, however you want to see it, that's it. But real talk, you got to call it by its name. You can never let it go. You can never deal with it if you can't even speak it. If you can't even say what it is, you'll never get there. You will never get there. Y'all with me? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell you that it's a hard thing to do to recognize something and then call it by its name. But it's a harder thing to do is to recognize it and never want to speak its name. That's the issue. That's the problem. And it doesn't land with the other person because you know the other person been cheating and doing what they're doing. Now the problem is with you because you're sitting here taking all of it. You're sitting here and letting it happen because this person is the only one that gets you. There's something wrong there, something missing in that puzzle. And you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to call it by its name. That's the only way that you're going to begin the process to understand what's truly going on with you. That's the only way that you're going to be able to do that. And I'm not telling you because I'm a therapist. I'm telling you from experience. I can ignore it all day long. I ignored it till I couldn't ignore it no more. I ignored it till the weight was so heavy I thought I was dying. I ignored it because that was the thing to do. If you ignore it, just like you hear a bump in the night and you pull the covers over your head, you feel what I'm saying? Gone. Gone. That's the way you do it. But that's not good for you. Speak it. Call it by its name. Understand what it is. And then once you do that, you'll understand how it affects you. You'll get it. Because once you call it by its name, then it makes it real and you can't get rid of it no more. You can't get rid of it no more. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're talking about dealing with it so you can move on. And this is what's funny. People always want to tell you, no, don't deal with it. Don't deal with it. Look, you got that man, you got that lady, y'all good. Y'all got a house and a car and y'all live on the beach and all of this stuff like that. Why you want to mess that up? But here's the thing though, you are already messed up. That ain't good. It's not good for you. Not at all. Nowhere is it good for you. You feel me? Now, look, like I said, I don't know who this is for, whoever this is in the back there. And tonight, obviously, I'm channeling Maya Angelou tonight, but beloved. But we're going to go ahead on and we're going to go ahead on and channel whoever we need to channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that it's okay to deal with it. It's okay to call it by its name. It's okay to say that's an issue. That's a problem. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't want it no more. I'm done. It's okay to do that. Leave all that in 2021. And if you're still dealing with that issue from 2021, now it's your time in the early months of 2022 to deal with it so you can move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, y'all know I wasn't trying to preach. But I'm in here. I'm in here. Like I said, I don't know who this is for. Whoever it is right there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here for you because I had to go through the same thing. I'm still going through ish, but I have learned that I can call it what it is and still be okay. Now, there may be some times where you may be a little lonely. You may feel like you're by yourself, but you're not by yourself. Sometimes you got to weed out. Sometimes you got to cut it all out in order to get to understand it, get to the next level. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, if you can see me, if you can understand what's going on this live tonight, I want to see some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen and let me know that you're feeling me. Let me know that you're loving me. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're going to take a moment and pause for the cause. We got to pay some bills, but we'll be back. But I want you to think while you're going on this commercial break, right? I want you to think about what you're dealing with so you can move on. How are you going to move on? You got to deal with it. All right. All right, Kwame, go ahead on and run that beautiful bean footage. We'll be right back. Y'all be playing. Y'all be playing. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a little something. Somebody sent me a message, right? And I want to say this because I want you to understand. I don't speak on anything that I have not exposed. You know what? Hold on. The message says, Titan, why are you always speaking on things you know nothing about? Now, this could be spam. This could be somebody but this is a good question. This is a good question. I don't speak on nothing I don't know nothing about. Ask anybody. I can tell you from experience. And if I don't know, that I can go research and find out and figure out what it is. But I'm going to tell you like this. It says it all throughout the Bible. It says it all throughout history. You got to call it by its name. If you are going to deal with it and move on, you cannot sweep it under the rug, the covers. You cannot hide behind the bush. You can't sit up here and stop calling people and thinking that it's just going to go away because that's what it's going to do. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't quote nothing I don't know. I don't talk about nothing I don't understand, that I haven't lived through, that I haven't been through. I don't talk about this broken heart of mine because I haven't been through it, because I've been through it. That's why I can talk about it. I don't talk about my status and my life and any other thing that I've talked about because I haven't lived it. No, because I have lived it, and I had to call it by its name. So tonight I want you to understand that just me calling it by its name, right? Me telling you to call it by its name. I'm not telling you anything I haven't done for myself. I'm not telling you anything that I didn't think that was detrimental for my health and my spirit and my life. So that's it. To whoever that person was, God bless you. God bless you. Because sometimes I don't think you don't have to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. You know what I mean? But there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, to where I would have been all up in arms and all mad and stuff like that. Nah. So what I want y'all to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to that person that sent that message, I want y'all to give me some thumbs up and give me some hearts, right? Y'all tap the middle of that screen over there on TikTok. Y'all help me out. Let me let this person know that, hey, that's it. That's it. That's it. That part right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get into some pondering HIV. Let's get into some pondering HIV. Tonight, I want to ask you a question. How are you dealing with your HIV status? Ladies and gentlemen, I made a conscious decision to speak about HIV in every episode of the Thought to Ponder. Nothing is different here in season 2. I know it's my purpose to speak on this. But my question to you is, how are you dealing with your HIV status? Right? Most of the time, people will try to deal with the HIV status as if it's non-existent, as if it didn't happen, as if they have never been diagnosed. And you can't ignore it and ignore it and ignore it and expect it to go away. That's not how HIV works. And I'm talking to those people that may not understand what it is, or probably those that have been just recently diagnosed, or those that are coming back into treatment, into care, right? You cannot just ignore it. You can't sit up here and say that it's gone, it's done. Oh, I feel good, I look good, so I am good, right? But you're not dealing with the underlying issues and problems that are going on. How are you dealing with your status? How are you dealing with your HIV status? That's a good question. Can you answer that question? Can you honestly look in the mirror and say that you're dealing with your HIV status the way you should be dealing with it? Or have you swept it under the rug because you look good and you feel good, quote unquote, right? So it doesn't bother you. It does nothing for you. This is what I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I only can speak on what I know. I thought I was good. I thought that my HIV status didn't bother me, had nothing to do. So I stopped taking my medication for a whole year. I'm not saying for you to do this, but I'm just speaking truth. I'm being honest. I'm being open with you, and I'm being transparent. I stopped taking the medication. But let me express something to you. Once you're HIV positive, you're HIV positive for life. It doesn't go away. We can suppress the virus, right? We can make it to where it's undetectable. U equals U. Undetectable means untransmittable, but you have to take medication. Your body can build up its immune system in order to fight off, right? But there comes a time when you have to take a responsibility that you're HIV positive. And I'm not trying to shame nobody. You do you, but this is what I'm saying to you. The way to live your life is not to just ignore, you know what I mean? What you have, what you got going on, how you feel, what are your numbers like? There are so many things going on through your head when you're first diagnosed that you don't know. And I'm going to tell you, I was one of those people. I was like, you know what? It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go this route. I'm supposed to be sick. I'm going to die. That's what I said. What's the use? Ladies and gentlemen, I was diagnosed 16 years ago with AIDS, and I had 4 T cells. 4 T cells. The issue and the problem that I had is that I let stigma, I let shame, I let all of that run amok in my life and in my world and in my spirit and in my soul, that I didn't want to fight for my own life. I didn't want to stand up and be held accountable for my own life. Now, yes, the way that I became HIV positive was not my fault. It was something that was done to me, and I get it. But what do I do now? And again, I don't know who this is for, whoever this is right here, whoever that is right there, this is for you. Your life is precious. You are supposed to live. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Are you dealing with your HIV status? Well, then you call it what it is. You call it by its name. You stand up and you tell that HIV status that you are in control. Yeah, you dealing with it? What's your status? What's your numbers? Where you at? Where you at? Are you dealing with it? Ladies and gentlemen, I had to stand up and understand that I only had 4 T cells. Things were not right. My body was aching. I had fevers and night sweats, and I had lost so much weight, and I had done all of this to the point to where I didn't want to live anymore. But I wasn't dealing with it. I wasn't dealing with it. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand what that looks like. That will take you down a dark road, a dark, long road, right? And sometimes you go so deep down that rabbit hole, there's no way out. How are you dealing with your HIV status? Are you dealing with it when it rears its ugly head every now and then? Or are you dealing with it because you don't look bad, you don't feel bad, so it's out of your mind? Remember what I said earlier, you got to call it what it is. I'm HIV positive. I've been undetectable for 14 years. But I had to take control of my HIV status. I had to take control of my own life. I couldn't wait for somebody else to come along and say, hey, pick yourself up, do what you got to do. I couldn't wait. I was waiting. But was I really waiting for someone, or was I waiting for myself? And it was myself that I was waiting on. I had to play catch up. I'm not going to lie to you. I had to play catch up because it's a scary thing. When you're diagnosed, you think that that's the end of your life and that your life is over. And then not to mention that even here in 2022, people are still surrounded by stigma from HIV. I can't believe that it's been around for 40 years now, 40 plus, and we still can't get past it. We still can't understand it. Our families are still ostracizing us and putting us out and disowning us and all these other things because of, we have got to be able to deal with it. And I understand. And I'm not saying that your life is not real and there are some issues and problems, but I am saying that there are people out there like myself. There are people out there, groups, organizations, businesses, and all these that cater to this thing. We are out here in this fight. Tonight, I want you to deal with your HIV status. Call it by its name. Understand that it's not in control of you. You are in control of it. But you got to stand up. And you got to make it known, not to everybody else, but make it known to yourself that you're in control. This is your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. This is you. And anything that comes within range and tries to invade and act a damn fool with you, you got to acknowledge that. You got to acknowledge it. Sometimes you got to nuck if you buck, and sometimes you got to pray it away. Sometimes you got to do something. But the reality of it is that you got to acknowledge what it is. How are you dealing with your HIV status? The only way to deal with it is to stand up in what you know and what you understand. And if you don't understand it, get some knowledge, go to an organization, do what you need to do. And ladies and gentlemen, first off, stop labeling yourself as dead. You're not dead. You're not dead. I had a conversation with somebody back in July. Maybe it was August. And we were out. And the person said to me, hey, Titan, I've been seeing you around and stuff like that and all of that. Do you have a moment to talk to me? And I said, sure. And the person said, well, I feel like I'm dead. And I looked at them and they said, I know you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, no, I do. No, I do. Speak that. Own that. Understand what it is. Why are you feeling that way? You know what I mean? Now, I said all of that after the person got through telling me everything they wanted to tell me, but I wanted you to understand that you're not alone. And I'm not proud of it in a sense, but yes, I prayed for death because that's what I was told was going to happen. I said, why not let God do his will? If I'm not supposed to be here, then I'm not supposed to be here. And I wouldn't dare speak that out loud to anybody because I didn't want nobody to think I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But what I learned throughout this process is that my life is more precious than I ever knew, that I could ever understand. My life was meant to be lived. I was meant to be here in 2022. And if I would have gave up back then in 2005, I wouldn't have been here. Think about how many lives you have affected, right? How many people you have touched, how many people that you have made smile, and how many people that love you. If you would have left this earth because of something you thought, something you were not dealing with, how would you have been able to do that? How would you have been able to have these grand moments in all of these times? How would you be able to do that? Right? And that's the part. That's the part. I'm not telling you to stand up and fight everything that comes your way because that's the way it is. Some of us are not fighters. But what I can say to you is to stand up spiritually in who you are and understand that your time is not now. Your time is not yet. That's not it. Stop already putting a toe tag on you. Stop already putting yourself in a grave. Stop already putting a gun up to your head. Like, stop. That's not for you. That is not for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you're probably saying, Titan, you're always talking about HIV. And I want you to understand that even though it's 2022, there are still people out there that don't understand, don't get it, can't comprehend what HIV is, and probably don't want to. But I believe it's my purpose to speak on HIV and to speak about what you can do and to let you know that there are people out there and organizations out there that can help. That can help. You want to learn something about HIV? Learn what HIV is. Learn what the letters stand for. You know what I mean? CDC.gov. Right? Like, you can go there and get definition. Just Google HIV and it'll pull up a plethora of things. There are organizations out there that deal with this on the regular so they can help you understand and get through what you need to get through. You're precious. Your life is worth it. Peace and blessings to you on that. Believe that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and move on to this final thought. Whew. Man, let me tell you. It's a sip. Whatever. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this to you tonight. I didn't already pretty much said the final thought. But I know people say, oh, Titan, it's a little solemn. No, I want you to understand. It is important for you to understand that dealing with it is important because you got to be able to get past it. You got to be able to move on. If you don't deal with it, whatever it may be, there was a lot of things that were standing in front of me. There was a lot of bricks that was laid into a wall in front of me, and I just could not get past it. I couldn't get past it. But it wasn't until I was almost feeling as if I was death incarnate, like I was dead, that I started to deal with it. I had to go back to my childhood. I had to think about the things that had happened. I had to think about those things that I just didn't deal with because I was a child and I probably didn't understand. I had to deal with those things that were put in front of me, causing me to be grown, and I wasn't ready to be grown. I had to understand those things that I had did because I had fought so hard to not let these things happen again that I ostracized people that were generally trying to love me, but I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk to you and say to you, it's okay. Call it by its name. Deal with it so you can move on. Because I guarantee you, there's a place and there's a moment in time, there's a space right now that has nothing but garbage and dirtiness and nastiness surrounding you. And you keep going over to it because you're familiar with it, right? Because you understand what it is, so you think, because it's so familiar. The smell, the stench, the nastiness of it, you stay in it. Why? Because you're comfortable there. Nobody can pick you apart. Nobody can understand what's going on with you because all that junk is surrounding you. But what is it doing at your core? What is it doing for your spirit? What is it doing for your soul? It is slowly eating away at the very essence of your life. And I know this may be a little deep tonight, y'all. I wasn't trying to go there, but I just need for you to understand. We all can hide in the darkness. We all can hide in the trash. We all can get behind something and pretend that things are not happening. But the reality of it is, piece by piece, moment by moment, slither by slither, it is taken away from your essence. Sooner or later, you won't be able to fight it. Sooner or later, you won't be able to come up out of it. Sooner or later, you're going to have to lay down and be done. And that's not the way it should be. That's not the way it should be. Take a moment and deal with it. Take that first step. Call it by its name. Call it by its name. Take that first step. We ain't going to worry about step number 2. Step number 1, call it by its name. And when you get to step number 1 and you call it by its name and you call it exactly what it is, step 2 is going to materialize. Boom. And be ready for you. Mark my words. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop running. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop putting it under the rug so you can trip over it every year or every couple of months. It's time for you to say to yourself that I want to live. And I can't keep living like this. I want to live. And I can't keep living like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look. Whew, I got a little deep. I ain't even want to slurp that time. Look. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you all so much. I love you all. This is season 2 of The Thought to Ponder. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all look me up. I'm Titan Capri on all social media, but y'all come on over to Facebook and YouTube and come check me out. I'm on Pyro Media Network. Y'all come check me out. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be right here giving you what it is that I give you, right? Taking a sip, and y'all know how we take a sip. So y'all grab y'all drinks, and y'all come on over and come talk with me. Come on over and come kick off your shoes and take a moment. Take a moment and just come talk to me, right? I want you to understand that there was no other reason that you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. And if you're blessing somebody, then you're blessed. And if you're blessed, then you're surely blessing somebody. Come on, somebody. Come on. All right, ladies, and before I get out of here, let me see those hearts. Let me see those thumbs up. TikTok, go ahead on and tap the middle of that screen over there and let me know you're in. Come on and tap that screen. And y'all come check me out. I am Titan Capri, and I'm here with The Thought to Ponder every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will see you there. Peace and blessings to you all. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't do nothing else for yourself, clap for yourself, okay? Clap for yourself. Look at that. Clap for yourself. Until next time, peace and blessings to you. It's The Thought to Ponder.